Well, there we have it. I did not realise that it is actually prismatic cell battery. You can see them on the sides there. That is awesome. It's a decent size BMS too. No wonder I could feel the heat from there when I was testing it. That is awesome. Well, here we have it. Now for the 300 amp hour test, and I'm quite excited to see what this one can do actually. Sorry about the noise of the dryer again. Now, online again it says max continuous discharge is only 150, but on the box it says 300. So I'm assuming these are new cell or new lithium batteries, so these are a different model compared to what they're advertising online, which is kind of stupid because they should be advertising what these really are, and they'd probably make more sales, to be honest. So at the moment I got this 20 amp charger going, this 10 amp charger going, and topping it up, getting ready to do the discharge test, the same as my 200 amp hour battery. This one's 12-month limited warranty, blah 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 blah. Please read and understand this information sheet completely before using this product. Well, we don't need that because we've done that plenty of times. So I've got to take the cables off of my 200 amp hour one, add that to my other system that's going to be powering the whole garage, and then do some tests, some high discharge tests out of the 3000 watt inverter. We'll see what we can get out of it. Alright, so we've got the 200 amp hour lithium and the 300 amp hour lithium. Now, as you can see side by side, they're the same exact length, but the width is a lot wider. Well, not really a lot, just a little bit wider, I suppose. That's not too bad. They both fit in reasonably the same footprint, and you get an extra 100 amp hours. So yeah, value for money. I definitely think this would be the way to go. So I'm not too sure what's going on, but it doesn't like running charges. It's running that at full pelt and the heat gun at full pelt. They're both flat out, as you can see. Wound that up all the way. Now I'm going to give it the last bit, and hopefully we can crack 300 amps. I might wind this down slowly and then go full speed. 272. Now I'll wind that potentiometer up on the heat gun. Alright, now we're starting. Nah, not happy. But I think this is probably going to be the max I'm going to see out of this. I'm going to let it run for 10 minutes, just like I did with the 200 amp hour one. The 200 amp hour one was only about 240, 250 is what I let it run at. I'm going to feel around for some hot spots, see if the BMS or the battery itself is getting hot, but yeah, I'm not too sure if it's the voltage sag. So I don't have this problem because I'm running a battery bank. So down there with the battery bank, I don't see any voltage sag because, oh, I do see voltage sag, but not much because there's a lot of batteries there. But I think what's happening is it's going into low voltage disconnect on the inverter. I have I was checking before and it was only going down to 12.6 when I hit 300 amps, but that must be enough to maybe trip this inverter out. I'm not too sure. So we're at 290 something right now. I'm going to run this for 10 minutes, which is more than enough than most people will need. You know, it'll still run an induction cooker, no worries. It'll still run the 3000 watt inverter, obviously, because you only need 250. So this is more than enough. I just wanted to see if I could push it a bit, but this one doesn't want to push it over its limit as much as the 200 amp hour one did. We're just going over. It is alternating a little bit, but we're just over. I'm going to leave it at this for 10 minutes. You can definitely feel the heat here, and this is only 35mm cable. I probably should be running 50mm cable, and we're pushing a lot through 175 amp Anderson plug. The cables are vibrating, it's using that much, but it's a good sign because it didn't cut out finally. It's just a little bit finicky, I suppose. So in my opinion, it'll probably pull the 300 amps continuous as long as you've got higher gauge cable. So go to the 50mm cable at least, I would say, over a short run. This is fine just to do some testing, 35mm, but it's obviously not enough. The voltage sags too much for the inverter, but the inverter just keeps copping it, eh? I'm really impressed with that King's inverter and this battery. Yep, we're just on 11 minutes now, so that's quite impressive. I don't think it would cut out like it did if I was using heavier gauge cable. That's probably what the problem is here, but as an example for everyone else out there, this is pretty damn good. So I want to do a final capacity test after this. So those of you new to the channel won't know this, but I work from home and do window tinting. I've just finished doing this Corolla. Now I'm about to do the test of capacity for this 300 amp hour lithium battery from King's. So I've got this battery which powers the shunt, and that's all it does. As you can see, I've zeroed it out, and I'm gonna do a capacity test with the light bar and H4 bulbs. Basically, I've got the other 200 amp hour battery, and that one's gonna go in the other trailer that's powering these lights, the computer, the dryer, the fridge, and everything in here. It's basically all running from the trailer out the backyard. All of this is from that solar generator. So we'll hook this up and start the test. There we go. 26.5 amps. Lights on. Ready to go. This is going to take the rest of the day, I would say. Sorry about the dryer noise, guys, but there we have it. 317. Not bad at all in 12-hour running time. It's pretty much exactly what I expected, especially if you haven't watched the other video on the 200 amp hour one. Watch that. But that's fantastic, and I'm not going to retest it because I retested that one and got the exact same reading. So yeah, that's not bad. Thanks for watching, guys, and if you haven't already, like, subscribe.